What's going on, guys? Sean here, Big Brown Bear, and I want to tell you guys what I'm up to for 2018. I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, and that's because I'm going to get into knife making. That's what I want to do. That's where my focus is going to be for 2018. You know, I'm tired of sitting on the sidelines with all this stuff. You know, I've got a lot of understanding with sharpening and metallurgy, but it's time to put that stuff to the test. If you can truly understand something, you can put it to use. You can actually get out there and make something with it. You know, anybody can just get online and regurgitate all the information they read up about all this metallurgy stuff, but there's so much going on, there's so much exciting stuff that's not being explored. It's time to get off the sidelines and actually put it to work. So these are some models I have right here, some blanks and this and that, but the model I really want to go with is going to be this guy right here, and it's going to be more of kind of a sporting knife, kind of like a sportsman's knife, hunting knife, you know, kind of a stiff fillet knife, that kind of thing. I like that idea the most because, one, it's actually being used by somebody. Somebody's actually getting out there and using it and putting your metallurgy to the test. And also, it's a thin grind. It's something that's made for cutting. And so you can really see what your metallurgy is doing. If I just made like a big bruiser knife, a big bushcraft style knife, for one, people aren't really getting out there that much to really go do that stuff. A lot of us, we're getting older, we've got wives and kids, and we can probably only get out maybe like once or twice a year to go do that stuff, to be honest, because we got jobs, we got stuff to do. And younger guys that have more time to do all that stuff, you know, they simply can't afford all the different exotic steels and stuff that's out there. So it's kind of unfortunate, but another thing is that, yeah, with those thicker knives, you can really hide a lot of the flaws and inadequacies of your metallurgy and heat treat with thicker geometry, so you really don't know what it's really capable of because it's so thick, it's really just kind of hiding in there. And so by having a thin knife, you can really put all that stuff to the test, and so that's really what I'm excited about. Sporting knives, you know, hunting style knives, as well as maybe in the future getting into some chef knives. I feel like that's one of like the last bastions of knife use, people that are actually getting out there 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and actually their job is to take that knife and cut stuff with. And so that's why there's a huge fascination for me with chef knives, and that's definitely something I want to work on. But for now, I want to work on getting a sporting style knife right here, and I like this a lot. So I want to stick with some simpler steels because that stuff I'm able to heat treat here at home, and I can really kind of fiddle around with it and play with it, and it's very, very exciting for me. But also, I also picked up a piece of that steel I was talking to you guys about, that Nitro V, and yeah, I got you guys in the comments telling me and stuff like that, yeah, there's definitely already a ton of people already using it. And yeah, I get it, but the thing is, like, man, I can't afford a $500 custom knife. So that's another reason we'll kind of start getting into making knives, because I can't afford all these different knives and all the crazy steels and this and that to play with. And always there's some little thing or little detail that's a little bit off that I'm looking for and I can't find. But with the Nitro V steel, the reason why I was so excited about that steel is because I didn't see anybody running it, you know, into the mid-60s HRC, and I feel like with some of the additions to the alloy, that is definitely a possibility that's not being explored. And so the only way to get something like that is to do it. You know, you got to do it. All this information that you read about and this and that, it's useless unless you do it. Do it, get it together, and I feel like the reality of something proves or disproves, you know, all the theories that float around about stuff that nobody knows, you know. So also, I got a piece of this stuff right here, Vanek steel. This is probably the most expensive bar of steel I've ever bought in my life, but I was super curious about it. It's also a nitrogen stainless steel. I feel like 2018 is definitely going to be the age of nitrogen. There's a lot of exciting properties to these nitrogen stainless steels and lots of little curiosities to explore with the nitrites and steels. So you can see I've already got the pattern here, and I got to go downstairs and cut this guy out and get it sent out. And I've been talking to some really cool guy named Chad who's really been helping me out with some heat treating stuff. He's actually got something cool coming up that you guys will see in the next few months. So very cool stuff. So that's where I'm at right now, guys, and I'm not going to be making a ton of videos right now. I really need to focus on the fit and finish of these knives, and really, I feel like that's the most important thing, a knife that you can just put in somebody's hand and they can feel the obvious quality of it. That's going to be more important, unfortunately, than, you know, the magic steel. No one's going to care about your magic steel if they're holding like a crummy knife. So focusing on the fit and finish, it's definitely a new frontier for me. It's a new skill, just like how I had to learn how to knife sharpen. I wasn't born a knife sharpener. It took a lot of time and effort to learn how to sharpen knives. It took a lot of time and effort to learn all this metallurgy stuff, but at the same time, all this craftsmanship, the fit and finish, a lot of hand-eye coordination and translating what you see in your brain into your hands, you know, and into something that you're going to make. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm learning. I'm going to focus on that. So for 2018, I hope you guys look forward to seeing some of these sporting knives right here. And I want to really get those in the hands of people, and I want them to kind of really just feel that joy, that magic of when that synergy hits, and when they're hitting that flow of a knife that's just doing everything that they ask it to. It takes the edge and finish that they look for, and it just holds up. You know, it's almost like magic. So that's what I want to do, guys. And yeah, we'll hit you guys up later. And yeah, you better believe we're going to get some axes done too in the future. But right now, sporting knives. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for subscribing and liking my videos. And we'll talk to you guys later. Go ahead and leave me a comment or comments down there. We can discuss more steel stuff. And yeah, good stuff, guys. Take care.